Alright folks, so we're gonna be doing some more legacy content today because it's the last day to qualify for the Manatraders series, okay? So we're already qualified, but the good thing is that because I'm 7-0, I am actually in a pretty good spot to make the leaderboard. Now, in order to qualify for the leaderboard, I need to be at least XM5, I think. So I'm gonna try to, basically, I'm gonna be playing legacy matches until we hit the 5th loss. And I'm gonna be doing so with the list that I was playing yesterday. I'm getting paired against Dom. Okay, starting off strong. Need to wait for Dom to open a match. That's funny. That is Magus, so I guess the Magus is back. I haven't seen a Magus streaming in a long time. I wonder if he's still streaming. It's very possible we play the mirror today since I'm playing at the same time as you. Yeah, that's fair. Have a Titan deck you want me to play? Waiting for the meme. There we go. Oh, this is a Titan deck. Well, you know how it works. You know how it works. Hey, Throat Wolfie. Alright, round number 1. Starting off against Dom Harvey. And turn 1 Reclaimer into potentially turn 2 CNS. Okay, I like this hand. This is cool. We can do this. Now the question is, do I turn 1 the Foothills? Or do I think I turn 1 the basic. Dom likes to play Reclaimer, like Lance Depths style deck, so I'm gonna put them on green-white Depths. Guess we're gonna learn very quickly. Yep, first stage. Not a big surprise. So the key cards, of course, are gonna be oof, that sucks. The key cards are gonna be Thalia is interesting. Okay. So what is my plan? What am I doing with these Green Sun Cnets? I think that these are just gonna get... They're just gonna get Dryad down the line, right? I'm gonna Apparition their Needle. And then Reclaimer is gonna be free again. So that's the plan. So it looks like he's on black-green, actually. Just black-green Depths. Which I think it's an okay matchup. I don't think it's great. It is not terrible either. Throat Wolfie. With the donation. With the $15 donation. Thank you so much, Throat Wolfie. Really appreciate it. We're going to be playing some Garuda Titan, I guess. So we're going to be doing that. Probably we can do that tomorrow or the day after. I already have a couple of dono lists for staffs as is. So this is the easy part. I do think that we just take care of the Python Needle. Thalia is hopefully doing a little bit of bothering him. Yeah, I think the Stifled version plays stuff like Mana Confluence and stuff like that, so... right here we're not dead, which is good. Because Corrupt Rotation costs 2 mana, and that's a sick draw. So... now Reclaimer is active. Now we got a Wasteland. We can get the engine going, or we can go get Caracas. Am I supposed to destroy this Thespian stage right now is the question. No, because they can crop rot it away. So I think we're just supposed to pass. And he packs it in. That was pretty strong. That was a pretty strong draw step right there. Wasteland, please. Path to Exile's good. Force. And that's kind of it. Oof seems medium. Apparition seems interesting. Like, it doesn't kill Merit Lage, but it kills the other stuff. How do we feel about Arasta? It just blocks the 2020. How's it going in the Manatraders? I'm currently 7-0, white faces. Who seems better than Skuz? Yeah, Skuz seems bad. What does Yasharn do? Does this guy do anything? He doesn't do anything, right? It just gets lands. So bye-bye. I like Library. I think I do like Thalia. Maybe on the draw it's a little bit awkward. Oh, it stops Hexmage. You're right. Never mind. This is actually okay. My bad. I feel like I want Tracker or Library, but probably not. I guess actually Library is fine. I think I'm gonna cut one Thalia on the draw. We're gonna go with this. I could cut it Prime Time too. I'm basically never ever tapping out for Prime Time, so I guess Thalia's gonna make it back in. I could also keep a Sky Club Apparition, but I think it's fine. Yeah, Thalia is medium, but it's something that I can cast earlier in the game. I think I like this configuration though. I think we keep this, right? We have an answer to their needle. We have hopefully a couple of lands. The real question is, if Dom goes turn 1 needle, what do we do? I'm keeping the hand. That part is easy. But if they turn 1 Thoughtseize, I meant. Whether I once upon or not. I mean, now I'm going to, obviously, but... Yep. Easiest flagstone of my career. So now they're really compelled to like either push this Reclaimer or needle it. Unfortunately, I feel like we're gonna have to move a little bit slowly here because they could be playing the turbo version. In fact, it's possible I just have to find Caracas here. It's very likely we just have to find Caracas. Okay. Whoever doubted Splinter Twin. Whoever doubted Splinter Twin. My opponent sees Splinter Twin, concedes. Clearly the combo is broken. Alright, 8-0. The slaughter continues. See you for the next round. Currently at 8-0. Going for round number 9 over here. And we have Splinter Twin. Splinter Twin with resiliency? Oh my god, this deck is broken. Even before I get stifled on one, huh? What's up, G-Force? Is this why I made a no? It may be, it may be not. Maybe the deck is just broken. I don't discard the fact that the deck might just be broken. All the VODs are uploaded. Not getting paired against Devler is why I made it now. It's possible, Dom. It's possible. What happened with the early concession in the previous round? Was your hand just non-functional? Because I think you're a Capriccioso, right? Capriccioso or that? Is Greengrad Reclaimer Legacy playable? Is a Maverick just better? But Maverick doesn't play Elvish Reclaimer, so I'm playing Greengrad Reclaimer instead because it plays Reclaimer. Do this! You got it. Maverick plays a one-off Reclaimer. So maybe the Maverick players are trying to be... Thalia would have been a great draw there. The Maverick players are trying to imitate Green-White Reclaimer because they know which one is the superior deck. Decks are very rarely just better than one another. Yeah, I assume that was like a little bit of a meme. Oh, that's just Doomsday. So the way we win is we get Wasteland here. We get Wasteland here. We go get... we top deck exactly Collector Roof. Or Green Sun Zenith. I guess Zenith would also do it. Do you think part of the power of this deck comes from people not knowing how to play against it, or do you think this could be offset by the fact that this deck isn't very tuned? Well, I do think that the list that I'm playing today is like a million times better than the list that I played last week, which is a million times better than the list that I played 2 weeks ago. I feel like the improvements that I have been making to this deck are kind of exponential in how much I feel like I have been learning from playing the deck and from tuning it. So I do think that has a lot to do with it. And I also think that the deck is very untuned still. Again, it's basically me. Statisp0, thank you for the follow. It's basically me. I am probably the literal only person in the entire world that's playing and tuning this deck right now, so. And half of the time I'm not even playing Legacy and I'm playing Modern instead, so. Even the tunings that the developments are happening very slowly in consequence, so. The disrespect for House. House isn't really making any changes though. House is just copying my lists and then playing them. He's not necessarily making any changes or improvements or stuff. Right? Are you making any changes, House? That sucks. Guess I'm putting a ball in my hand. It probably doesn't matter, right? It probably doesn't matter too much. Pog. 3, yeah. Let's go, chat. I mean, we have lethal next turn, which is kind of cute. I think my opponent is gonna have lethal themselves, but it's kind of cute, right? Wow, if we actually... Wait, what? Oh no, opponent. Opponent. Oh no. Oh no, opponent. Wow, that's brutal. That is brutal. Oh, deafening silences. We want those. Ooze can go. Oof is fine. Tracker can go. Yashar is great. Primetime can go. Albrecht, thank you for the follow. Until I hit 5 losses to 127 hour stream, yeah. Keep this up and I'll be 20-0, yeah, I guess. Oh, that's brutal. I'm kind of sorry for my opponent because they probably had the kill. I don't know why they cycled the street rate there. Am I gonna play 20 matches? Yeah, I mean if I get there, JC, yeah, I'm going to. I lost 3 matches yesterday? No, I didn't. What are you memeing somehow with me, Stabs, right now? No, I didn't scoop in the end. No, this is just match number because I'm playing for the leaderboard, Stabs. I'm 8-0 currently. MTG is crashing during Cyber Day, so you're not gonna be able to submit. That sucks. MTG or crashing during cyberlink is basically the same as Audacity not recording the not saving the audio, right? Yeah, I'm not keeping this. This hand doesn't do too much. Now this hand fucks. So let's keep this, and I think I'm gonna bottom the Dryad. Don't duress me, bro. They do have days though, which is kind of annoying. I think I'm gonna go land into Once Upon a Time, so they can't daze my Once Upon, but maybe they daze my Reclaimer. And I'm looking for a white source, obviously. Why is Bog in my deck? Because I'd rather have a Bog than any of these other cards. That's literally the only reason. Like, I'd rather have a land that produces mana even if it enters the battlefield tapped, instead of all the other cards that I have currently in my sideboard. Like, I don't care about any of these 15 cards. We even have the Spirit of the Labyrinth Sylvan Library combo. Pretty sick, if you ask me. Bog can also hit things out of exile, so they can't get those cards from the Doomsday pile. Yeah, I don't think that that's really gonna come up ever. Seems very unlikely. Let's see how good you are, Spirit of the Labyrinth. Let's see how good you really are in this matchup. There's 1, 2, 3 dazes. There is 3 dazes in there. So that probably means that they have a daze in hand, but it's not like I can realistically play around it because I'm going to be dead next turn, so I'm just going to jam. And see if it sticks. There's the daze. I spent an insane amount of time watching the 24-hour Bob Ross stream. It is pretty great. So we just hope that my opponent's last mana source is a petal or something like that. Oh, it can't be a petal, never mind. It can't be a petal. Unfortunate. So I guess that we're just gonna get Dried Arbor here. Even though it's weird now. But, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. And now if we draw a land... I should have Arbor plus Library, and now... But it is what it is. But yeah, like, I'm not going for oof, because if you look at my opponent's exiled piles, everything has been... All 4 petals are in there, so here comes the Oracle. Alright, we got God here. I mean, it was a play versus draw kind of situation. I feel like if we had been on the play, we would have been able to play around that days very easily. This is fine. I think I want the same configuration. This is a bad matchup though, so I'm not too confused. I'm not too upset about losing this one. Sweet. Sounds kind of neat. I think I'm gonna go... I think I'm going turn 1 Deafening Silence instead of turn 1 Reclaimer. Because I'm gonna be slamming Thalia on turn 2 anyway, almost regardless, so... Like, I'd rather my opponent simply not be able to cantrip. They might force this, maybe. If they do, I think I play a second Silence, and then they don't. Okay, cool. Now it's gonna be a matter of whether I want to play around days or not. But the thing is that Force of Vigor needs the Reclaimer, so it's kind of awkward. Okay, now we're definitely just throwing the Thalia in there because we have a second one. That's a card. Am I dacing this? Am I forcing now? We play around days pretty badly though if we do. We're playing into days super hard if we force here and we also lose the Reclaimer. I think it's worth it though. Oh, they can't cast Daze because they cast this already. That's right, this card is awesome. Pog. Deafening Silence looks like some sort of light-based chastity belt. It is kind of weird, honestly. I got that one now. Let's go. Alright, what is the best thing that we can draw here? Library, probably? I think I'm supposed to go get the Dried Arbor. I think I'm gonna get Dried Arbor. It is a 6-turn clock instead of, well, more than that. So Play another one of these, just in case. Although I didn't see any answers to like static-based effects. And now, am I supposed to just copy the Dryad? I think I'm supposed to just copy the Dryad over here. Just to like attempt to increase the clock as much as possible. Yeah, this is the weirdest game I've ever played with this deck so far. This is the weirdest fucking game I've played so far. So if we top deck the white dude that prevents them from drawing a card, we actually win here? Because they're gonna go back to down to 7. Or no, 6. They actually go down to 6. Yasharn also wins? Yasharn is pretty hype. Is the opponent playing the version with decay? No, they're just playing blue, black, and they're splashing red. We saw a Braids from the sideboard last game. We saw Braids and nonsense like that. So Yasharn wins here because my opponent's not going to be able to cycle the cards that they leave on top. So either Yasharn or the other thing are going to be insane. Camelo Embucetado, thank you for the follow. They can't use Wraith. Oh, they're gonna, yeah, I guess they're gonna go down to 2 with Wraith anyway. But what they can do is they can cantrip, so they draw for turn, they cantrip, and they whatever, the thing. What's the name of the card? Something of Autumn, Edge of Autumn. So then they cast the Oracle and they win. So they're still fine here. So we need to top deck something. They're not gonna be able to cycle Wraith because they're gonna go down to 6 and then we attack for 4. So they're not just, you're not gonna have the 2 life. But Pig or the 3/1 dude wins. And we don't even lose to Dread of Night, because if they Dread of Night, that's their spell for the turn, and then we get to attack. Because the other way would be if they play out the Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, Asses, if they don't mess up their Doomsday pile, they win. As things stands currently. As things stand. If they don't mess it up, then we're gonna win. Just want to point out that the extra Vesua Dryad made the difference. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this was actually quite relevant. If they don't mess up their Doomsday pile, so it's anyone's game. Yeah, I think my opponent, like, they know the mistake they made, obviously. They know that they had it kind of rolled up, but it's something that happens to the best of us. Feels like they're gonna mess it up. I mean, I hope so. It would mean that I would win instead of losing, so yeah, I'd rather them mess it up, but... So many Dread of Nights. Force, force, force. They're missing a force, but they can't force because of Thalia, so force is a non-issue. Force is a non-issue, same with Days. Like, their interactions just doesn't matter. I always love how these lists have 2 Baleful Streaks. Like, that seems so random to me. Something good. Nope. Well, this land doesn't do shit, so I'm just going to pass the turn and I'm gonna make them respect my card in hand. They're not gonna because they don't have time, but... Bluffing when your opponent can't play around it is not like the most insane thing. Yeah, that also does it. Like Ideas Unbound into land plus Oracle. That also does it. We should have kept swords. No, we shouldn't have. No, we shouldn't have. Alright, 8-1. Apparently my deck is beatable. See you for the next round. All right, 8-1, round number 10. This is the one that finally confirms that we are indeed qualified for the Manatraders series. But I would like to win it so we can still continue playing for the leaderboard. This Manatraders series, do you need to be a subscriber to play in them? No, you don't. But the prices get multiplied by 10 if you're a subscriber. So it's, of course, it's a lot better if you are. Yeah, we ship this, right? It's super close, but we ship it. We keep this one though. I'd rather hold on to the basic instead of the Temple Garden because of Delver. Immediately draw another basic. Feels bad, man. Ooh. Don't stifle me, bro. Just don't do it. Thank you. Wife leave now? Oh no, damn it. Only really worth playing if you're a sub. Yeah, as far as being worth it, yes. The price is like, if you, it's really hard to make it all the way to like first. And if you go first and you're not a sub, I think the price is $400, so it's not that very good. But I mean, it's still a free tournament, right? Alsvatra, thank you for the follow. I think the qualification matches are fine competition for practicing. Yeah, I've played against very good players. Yeah, it's always free. It's always free regardless. But, you know, the pricing structure changes based on that. Oh, so this is just snow. Okay, so I'm going to slam this library so fast. And my opponent's not going to counter it. And my opponent's not going to counter it. And my... Damn it. I mean, they're not doing great. Also, we have Caracas, which is basically unbeatable for them. Like, that just means that Oro is not really a win condition. Actually, let's stop like this. And yeah, we've seen it for one. My opponents in this stage have been pretty hit and miss. I've had a few good ones and some very easy ones too. Yeah, it's possible. Ooh, opponent shuffles. Okay. So we can double down on Reclaimer here. We can double down on Reclaimer. I think I'm not gonna. I mean, I already played the field, so I'm not gonna, but I don't want to run face first into like a stupid sweeper terminus. Boning Scandra been hard over there. Splinter Twin has been assembled, yes, which is good for us. Boning found the land that they were missing. And maybe they will Uro here. All the colors. Ice Fang Quaddle. They're desperately looking for a plow. They found it. Opponent's so lucky. Opponent so lucky. I mean, if we wait one turn... Oh, we just get Tracker, right? It might get forced. It does get forced. Peachy Nice Fang. I mean, we got a 2-for-1. That's fine. We're gonna start getting Sombos next turn. Astrolabe. So my opponent's mana is now fixed. Yeah, I assume that they have Dead of Winter. Because I don't think that the Terminus versions splash for black. One card left in hand. Hopefully it's not an Oko. Because I can beat an Uro. Okay. It's a lot of cantrip that my opponent's doing over there. There's also the fact that another Zenith wins the game and another a Primeval Titan wins the game. We do have all sorts of game-winning top decks. My opponent continues to ponder and shuffle. The fact that Ur's Legacy playable is outstanding. You think so? I guess this is fine. My opponent can basically kind of time walk themselves if they want to. We have Karaka, so we just balance the Aura if we want to. Say format is where all the cancer cards mix into a super cancer. That's a good way of putting it. Draw 3. Attack, you coward. So I would like to not have to plow one of these Ice Fangs, but if my opponent plays another Ice Fang here... Actually, this might be a little bit greedy. Oh, I didn't attack. Why didn't I attack with this one? I just misclicked. Fuck. Shit. Yeah, that was a huge misclick. Great choice on basics. Only the best. Only the best, Doug. That was a game-losing misclick right there. Letting my opponent on top with Jace here. Dead of Winter. Sure. One card left in hand. They bottom my card, and I draw fetch land. I mean, the Jays can kind of contain the zombies for now. Yeah, that misclick is potentially game losing right there. That misclick is potentially game losing. That's gonna be, that's just rough. That's just really, really rough. I mean, at least my opponent is kind of like wasting cards on like Jason shit. And I think I'm gonna upkeep waste their drop. I guess I'm gonna upkeep waste their Underground Sea. Now that they used it, I'm gonna waste it now. Hoo 425, thank you for that follow. Save the waste for Flagstones? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that actually hoping that, you know, we can constrain my opponent on mana is a big deal. This is bad though. Again, we have multiple instantly game-winning plays. We have multiple draws that win the game straight up on the spot. That is one of them. That is one of them. Are we doing it for 6? Yeah, we're doing it for 6. They have only one card, so they can't force. And we get our boy here. And what we do here is second field plus Bajuga Bog. No need to have to deal with Uro or Mystic Sanctuary getting back Dead of Winter. No need to have to deal with any of that stuff. I'm gonna hold on to this land though. I'm trying to figure out whether this Oko matters for it to be a 3. I think that we just let it go. Would have been bad matchups for this deck. I think Delver is close down, but I think that my list is pretty well tuned. Like I have been playing against good Delver players, and I have had some pretty good results lately. I think that Arasta in the sideboard has been very, very good for me. And there's also Failure Retreat has been legit as well. Also being able to have 4 plows in the main deck has helped a lot. So it's been a lot better than the previous lists that I have played. It's been a lot better than previous lists. I mean, it's still Delver, right? It's still Delver, so you're still kind of a little bit screwed, you know? Wow, really? Are you sure, opponent, that you want to be doing that? Okay. I mean, we were winning anyway, but still. Okay, Failure Retreat is great. Spirit of Labyrinth, great. Wasteland, not so good. Apparition, excellent. Plow, not so much. Oof, not great. Yasharn is weird. I think I don't like Yasharn. I think I don't like Yasharn. Maybe Arasta is good. If they ban Field in Modern, would there ever be any consideration for Failure Retreat in Amulet? Nope. I don't think so. There's no way they have a Mentor sideboard plan. Yeah, that's just not a thing. They could be playing back to basics though. Probably not worth playing Force though. And definitely not worth playing Fairy Macabre. Yeah, Sharon stops food tokens. Facts. Those are facts, my friend. We're also ahead on time. Interesting hand. I think I like it. I think I like it. This is probably a turn one Dry Diver. Is it a turn 1 Dry Diver hand? We're playing against a deck with sweepers. We are playing against a deck with sweepers. I think it says a lot bad about Standard, that a lot of these cards are Standard legal or recently were Standard legal, and none of them have been Standard playable besides Apparition. I think Spirit did see play back when Well, when those sets were legal. Now, this is the moment of truth. What do we do? Do we play Spirit or do we play Library? I think we play Spirit, right? No, we play Library, actually. It just snap resolved. No fear. No fear of the snake whatsoever. Pog. All right. 9-1, that is. We have officially qualified now with a 90% win rate. Now I'm going to continue playing to see if I can make it to the leaderboard. So we're going to keep this ball rolling. So I'll see you for the next match. All right, round number 11. We're going to be powering through these matches today. Playing against Il Nano with not a keepable hand. These are like extremely far away. We don't even have a white source to cast the Swords to Plowshares. I love me some Library, but we are going to have to do better than that. And this hand is technically better than that. Okay, okay. I think we're keeping this. I don't think I want to bottom one of the lands. Maybe I do want to bottom one of the lands. Let's bottom the field. So if they play a Delver or something like that, we can plow it. Honestly, maybe I should have seen it on one. Huh. Uh-oh. Big uh-oh. Just playing against the Urza deck. Yep. Yep. Ah! Well, I think I'm supposed to do this now. And I know that I could go for Collector Oof, but Yasharn is effectively the same. And this means that we get to Yasharn next turn anyway. And this actually puts more stuff in play, which is what I'm interested in doing right now. Now, we couldn't see it for Oof right there. We needed one more turn. But Yasharn does effectively the same thing, right? It stops all of this from sacrificing. Well, if they nurse it into Aeons, we're pretty fucked. Yeah, there it is. Shit. We also find the Tracker, which is the worst card against the Narset. That's brutal. No Wasteland. We could have Wastelanded, that's true. My opponent would have been able to cast the Narset and do the thing anyway, right? So it wouldn't have really changed anything. My opponent's hand was just too much. I don't know how this Tracker is going to outmuscle all the stuff that my opponent's accruing over there, particularly with an Narset in play, but a man can hope. A man can hope. If they have Urza or Karn, yeah, this one we just go to. Let's just move on to the next one. Let's save ourselves some time. Yeah, we're dead now. So Force of Vigor is great. Apparition is great. Spirit of the Labyrinth is kind of the nuts. Deafening Silence is also fine. Prime Time can go. Tracker can go. We could just cut the libraries, actually. How do I feel about Arasta? Probably not good enough, huh? I guess I don't want to cut the Ramin app because it gives me, sometimes it just gives me outs with Dryad, so we'll probably want to keep that. No, I actually do like Deafening Silence a lot, so let's cut a Source of Plowshares. Let's try something like this. This matchup is pretty bad, in case you hadn't noticed just yet, but this is one of our bad matchups. I mean, this is one of our best cards, and we can cast it on turn 2. It is a little bit of a wishful hand. I'm just gonna ship it. This is better. So keep this, bottom Savannah, Once Upon a Time for Reclaimer. Huh. Yeah, actually, I'm okay with that. I guess, yeah, I want to play Reclaimer right now because of. Just gonna have to take a little bit of damage because we already have the Savannah, but I want to play a Reclaimer right now because of Chalice. If they didn't have anything last turn, they probably shouldn't have anything this turn either. Ballista for 1. That's great for us. That is literally the best case scenario that they did that main phase, because now we can go for oof. Why wasteland you when I can just double wasteland you? That was great. That was absolutely awesome. Why wasteland you when I can just double wasteland you? That was pretty good. Yeah, they totally punted. They totally punted for sure. If they had waited until our turn, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna keep this hand. We might get got real hard though, but like if they chalice me here, we're super fucked, right? If they chalice me on 1. But again, this is a bad matchup. We just have to hope that things work out well for us. So we can't really play around their nut draw. Do they even keep in chalice? I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe they do. But that's even more of a reason to keep a hand like this. It's nice that we don't care about force of will. Don't chalice me, don't chalice me, don't chalice me. Yes! Worst draw in the entire deck, but it's fine. Quite happy we didn't get chaliced. So now all their fast mana is blanked. We probably have to be careful with... we will have to be careful with engineered explosives. So I don't want to expose the second silence. Maybe we shouldn't even be playing around that. Oh, hello. So this prevents me from getting comboed, which I would like very much. We don't have good attacks though, so we'll just have to chill here. There's a bubble. I mean, if this is how they're spending their turns, we can probably beat this. Staminocular play against side or side. I don't think I care too much about their sideboard plan, huh? No, I don't think I care too much about their side plan. No on-tap land is pretty unfortunate, but... Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay, so next turn we should be good. Next turn we should be good. Because we just go get Valak and we wipe their board, right? So we can start clocking. That's a good one. So one sack here. Get Valakut. Valakut that one. OCS always yield. Get this. Valakut that one. Thank you very much. And let's get another one. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, Unholy Sieve. That used to be how LED works, but that's just not how LED works anymore. Is Dryad green or colorless? Dryad is green. You mean because of forest purposes? Because it doesn't affect that. We can. I just realized we can pitch Dryad Ivor to force Vigor. That is the most exciting thing that I have figured out in the longest time. That makes me so excited. We can pitch Ivor to force. Wow. 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 That's awesome. All right, folks. 10-1. 10-1. Let's see if we can keep this going, shall we? I'm enjoying this so far. See you in the next one. All right, folks. Currently 10-1 in the Manatraders series, playing against Thinen Aguyen. Sure. Fine hand. Not the best I've ever seen, but we're playing against Burn. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here, I think is I'm gonna fetch for basic, and I'm gonna Zenith. So if my opponent kills my Dread Arbor, that means that Reclaimer is gonna come down as a 3/4. It's also not a bad one. So plow that. Green, Reclaimer, attack. Let's go. Another Eidolon. That one's not going to be very impactful. I don't think this matchup is a free win for us, unfortunately. Like Price of Progress is tough for us to play around. Yeah, their hand seems like it's a little bit too good. So we're just gonna die here. So we die 20 burn spell, and they have been missing land drops, so I do think that their last burn spell is, what's his name though? Get a basic. Get a Valakut. Yeah. Unfortunate that we have to do that, but it kind of is what it is. Alien Chalice, how's it going? Swift Spear is good. We did beat Burn earlier. We did beat Burn earlier in the tournament. Maybe Arasta? No, I'm never tapping out for Arasta. But yeah, we're actually quite weak to burn, unless we draw like our Knight of Autumn or something. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Obviously, I don't love the 2 Deafening Silences, but the first one's pretty solid. Yeah, all right, Gobo, take me home. Damn it. Playing Dryad here because they might have another Eidolon. Rolling Vortex. Ah! So my opponent's only spell next turn is going to be Rift Bolt. I take 2 damage from Zenith. Now we just can't Zenith. We just have to hope that we draw a land, right? We just have to hope that we draw a land. Is there anything that we can see in it for 3? Excavator. I guess we're gonna Yasharn instead. Any spell from them kills me. It's not a spell. Urza doesn't need anything. I'm attacking with the knight and just we'll see what they do. They just take it. I think we've seen it for Reclaimer. And if we get to untap, we win next turn. Still not dead. Still not dead. Face. Face? Woo! Let's fucking go! Probably a land, their last card in hand. We bolted them out, karma, exactly. The classic Zenith for X equals 4 to not trigger Eidolon but still get a 1-drop. You love to see it. You love to see it. 2/4 body. Sexy in Modern, sexy in Legacy. I think we just submit the same. I play Scan come on Legacy because yeah, we actually played against Counterbalance earlier in the tournament, and we actually did the same thing. But there we actually did like a Zenith for 7, and we just got we just got a prime time. Sounds legit though. Lands would be awesome. I think I'm supposed to Deafening Silence here, right? Or am I supposed to save 2 life? I think I'm gonna Deafening Silence. Land. There we go. Light up the stage. Okay. So that means that their next turn is going to be a Lightning Bolt, right? Because otherwise... Oh no, I guess that they can cast it here. I'm still going to Bolt. I'm still going to play the Reclaimer because if they bolted, that enables Urza. And it saves me some life too. Bolt face. Why did Watsy print light up the stage? I don't know. They go face. So I think that we can pass here. No, I think that we pass here, and next turn we can Knight of Autumn plus activate Reclaimer. Rolling Vortex. We can destroy that with the Knight of Autumn now. Let's get a White Source. And I guess we get a Wasteland here, or we get a Valakut. No, we get a Wasteland. Wasteland allows us to play around their stuff. And good times were had by all. Good times were had by all. The Bob Mayer move. Yeah, exactly. Okay, what are we doing here? We can't gain life with Scavenging Ooze, which kind of sucks. So I guess that we just put a Dryad into play. And we ship the turn. Hopefully no land. Damn it. God damn it. We have to plow the Reclaimer. One mana off redirecting our damage. That's funny. Yeah, we just have to see it for Reclaimer, right? So we can set up lethal potentially. Fuck, man, really? Wow. Yeah, I could have gotten Yasharn and not play the Scavenging Ooze, and then we would have survived this. But like, how was I supposed to know that my opponent was gonna have 6 mountains, 3 Fire Blast draw, right? This sets up lethal. This sets up lethal thanks to Valakut, and alright, GG's. Yeah, not a single ooze target. Like, we have the green source, but there's literally no ooze targets. There's no creatures in neither player's graveyard. That's brutal. That's brutal. Out of all things, losing to burn feels real bad, man. All right, we'll be back for the next one.